This is the Cotswolds in Gloucestershire, one of the wealthiest counties in Britain, home to film stars, aristocrats and gypsies. This National Trust land is illegally occupied by one of Britain's most notorious families. Welcome to a summer with the Johnsons. This is Jimmy Johnson, also known as the King of the Gypsies.
My first earliest memory, right, basically it was asleep in the back of lorries or vans on straw and things like that in them days, or under a wagon. And we had to work in fields, you know. We worked as a family unit, like sugar beet hoeing, mango pulling, currant picking, apple picking, strawberry picking, potato picking, all sorts of field work, you know. My dad did, my granddad, they worked for the likes of, they did work for Winston Churchill. They'd done his trees, and I watched my mother and father struggle and work their guts out. I watched them work their guts out, right? And then I watched people come and destroy and take everything they had. And I was a little kid, and I watched them drag my mother and drag my father, and I thought, well, if that's how you people are going to carry on, fuck you. I'll come back at you a little bit. I'll fucking come back.
This is Ricky, Jimmy's younger brother.
I've had my mother nicked, my sisters nicked, my children nicked, my dogs nicked. I've had my money taken off me, I've had my homes raided. They've nicked my friends. They've even nicked some of my enemies. They slagged us off on every press conference you could possibly have. They've humiliated us on every telly programme that our name's ever been mentioned on. They've nicked me, I don't know how many times for nicking my own car. They've called us liars, cheats, pesticides and parasites and everything else, right? God, I don't know how many times. You know, it must reach thousands now. They've told all these rich people out in these Cotswold homes that I'm responsible for robbing them. All the lords and the ladies, the Daily Telegraph and the Times have come down and said, I'm this and I'm that and everything else. And all the Daily Mirror, the Sun and all, I've had all that nonsense. And now I got you, the television man, you know, and to all of you. But, you know, and as far as I'm concerned, you're all full of bollocks, to be straight with you. Oh, quick, move feet.
Ricky believes the family's reputation is down to a couple of unfortunate incidents being misrepresented by the police and press.
I seen my brother lie down with a bursting head, with a pool of blood pouring from him. I panicked, ran to the car, grabbed a weapon and went running back and attacked them.
Hey, we'll come back.
And, you know, and then it was portrayed as sort of man attacks people with chainsaw.
Ricky's eldest son, Chad, is also on first-name terms with some of Gloucestershire's finest.
When you're on the streets, you get to know a lot of policemen. Right, you get to know a lot of them, they get to know you.
Piss off.
You know, and you're always telling them to fuck off, go fuck off, you divvies and all that. And you're around with them all the time. Don't get me wrong, you know. I've committed a few burglaries, pinched a few handbags and things like that and all.
You went with the vehicle when we got here.
Where's my dog there?
Don't know. Long time no see, Chad. Yeah.
But you do grow out of it. You get older, you get a family and you want to settle down. I've been with my new girlfriend today. I haven't really. I haven't. No, I never.
This is Carly, Chad's partner.
We've got 4 kids, we've got 2 nice trailers. I mean, we're happy. He's never done anything wrong to me. He's never cheated on me or anything, so...
What sort of things do you worry about?
Oh, everything, really. Like these police chases and all they have, and you get worried like they're going to crash off the metal. They get arrested and things like that. Nearly every time he gets arrested, he comes away bloody beat up or anything, so stitches in the head and all.
Chad breeds dogs and game birds, continuing a long family tradition.
Quite a nice birdie, isn't he? He should win her, like she's an hen. She's only an hen. It's going to be his bitch, isn't it? Them birds are like the pit bulls of dogs. If you was to fight them birds, I'm not saying I'd do on them, but I'm saying if people was to fight them, that's the sort of bird they look for. I've been interested in them since I was quite young, really. Just been brought up, birds all around us, you know. Watched a few birds get at it. I'm always out hunting. I like to go air coursing.
The Johnson site is surrounded by private farmland, a space they treat like their own backyard.
You know, you get a lot of them farmers what does fox hunting and things, they don't like you to go air coursing. But I can't understand it myself. They're right on your case, it shouldn't be doing, it shouldn't be happening. Come by a week later and they got 1,000 horses in there chasing a fox. I mean, what's good for one should be good for the other.
Years ago, who were the people that done it? The gentry, the lords, the ladies, and everybody. When they got bored with it, then they ban it. It's not nice anymore, it's not acceptable anymore. But who, acceptable to who? To them. Our culture is like an old English culture. We like things, we like coursing, we like cockfighting, rabbiting, we like fighting, you know, like bare-fisted fighting and things like that.
It's everywhere now.
It's a sport to us.
How much sort of money can you make off?
Oh, if you get the right money, if you get the right birds, you make some serious money out of them. That for your little one, Chad. This bird's never been beat.
Bird off 20 times.
As if, fuck.
Chad, have you reckon your boy's gonna do that?
That bird's never been beat, Chad. That bird there has never been beat in a fight.
This is Steve, Chad's brother-in-law. They've known each other since childhood.
First car I drove was one of Chad's. When I was about 10, jumped straight in his car. He'd had the keys in it and they was all talking. I jumped in it and had a few drives around the block and all flat out. That was about it. And a little Montego Turbo.
Steve has been living with the Johnsons since he got out of prison 2 years ago. Ricky, his father-in-law, hasn't always been his greatest fan.
I never really liked that boy. I mean, he was robbing and stealing everybody, He even robbed me, as a matter of fact. I mean, getting to understand a bit about him now. And recognising the good he's done, because he's looking after my grandchildren and all that, and he's now got a relationship with my daughter.
When I was younger, about 6, 7, 8, 8-ish, our mum used to just chuck me out the door in the morning. So half the time she sent me to school, but I just wouldn't bother going. Half the time I just get kicked out for fighting or cheeking the teachers and all, so I'd just go off and do what I would done, and sometimes I wouldn't even go on for days on end. I'd just go out and shortcut the motorbikes or, I don't know, rob a couple of shops, nick some handbags or something. From a young age, I just progressed on.
You were raised there?
Save your money.
I would have talked. Save your money.
You haven't? Where's them put in? I did.
Neither Steve nor Chad have had a formal education.
Well, I can't work, can I? You know, I can't get a job, I can't read all right, I've never had no education in my life. I can't even spell my own name. I'm not saying that I'm not intelligent, don't get me wrong, you know, if I'd have had the right training and the right, you know, upbringing. Because that's what it's about at the end of the day, isn't it? You know, I ain't been to school, I can't read all right, I don't even know what what is what they called? GCSEs, I don't know what GCSEs are. You know, I just know street life, mate. Street life and gypsy life. That's the life I know. You know, I I never did go to school. I don't know why I didn't go to school. I don't know why I never, I send my kids to school every day. I want them to have an education.
Yeah.
Can you read it, Dad?
Yeah.
What's that say? Try and read that for me.
Oh, that was me. Jess. Jessas. Alice.
Good, isn't it? Jesus is alive.
Is that what it says?
Wish Ricky had like encouraged you to read more.
Yeah, I do, yeah. He's a cunt, really. Should have sent me to school.
I'm afraid it's tough because he is who he is, and if he sort of, regrets or not, if he hasn't sort of, got it in him to recognise the fact that he's fucking, he's a good-looking boy. He's not a fool. He's got wonderful kids, wonderful wife, wonderful family. He's not lazy. He's quite artistic, brilliant artist, as a matter of fact, as far as I'm concerned, absolutely brilliant. And I'm sort of happy with that. If he ain't, well, what can you do about it?
There's some serious fucked up shit here.
Where's the light come from then?
Well, I don't know where it comes from. Like I said, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing myself. It's just one of them places. I'll tell you what it does for me. It do take me away into a different place. It gives me a couple of hours. To be fine. Oh, will you stop banging?
Great chat.
I think I hit it.
Just let me have one shot.
Chad's dad, Ricky, now has a new family with his partner, Julie. A baby and 2 young boys who do go to school.
Oh, you Tessa, get her.
Ready? When I say go, shape up then, spar up. Wait till I ring the bell. Ding dong.
He also teaches them the skills he believes a Johnson needs to survive.
Fucking shit off! Yes! Yes, mate! Oh, yes! I taught all my children to defend themselves. They can all sort of box to a degree. And wrestle, I suppose, and sort of they can defend themselves the best way they can. Oh, fucking you. If a policeman pulls up my son now and punches him, or wants to arrest him for something he hasn't done, I tell him to stand up for his rights. Stand up, son. 1, 2, 3. Right? Just smack it. If it comes to sort of they're getting too violent and getting too overpowering for him, and they're using more force than what's necessary, I said if you've got to defend yourself by violence, take that course.
Walk to where Martin is and say, come on then. When he comes down, I'll have him. Dido.
Yeah.
But just past the sound door. Let me hold that. Just walk up there and say, come on then, Don, straight there.
Chad is also hardening up his 2 sons, Mo and Dido.
Straight, Mo, come on, straight there.
Go and lick Tanya's knee! She can't, for fuck's sake. No.
Jog. Tell him come on, Mo. Tell him come on, Mo. That's it, Mo. That's it, Mo. Mo! Let's go. Take right game next time, boy. Yeah. Piss off then, bosser. But he fell over a shoelace. He fell over a shoelace. Well, let's stop the ninja is what it's called. What did he do? Well, stop the crying, let me just wipe that away because you don't cry.
What about the kids being taught to fight as well?
Well, so they can't fight. They've got to fight in this world. That's what they've got to do. What do they want them to be, lambs? Well, there ain't no lambs in our family. There ain't no lambs, nor no sheep.
Die! Have a look at this. Go on then. There. Have that.
You've got a grandmother to stand up for herself and to do, you know, to have a bit of sense about them. And if people hurt them, they can hurt back. End of.
Well, they just hit that hand. Always aim for the mouth. Bang. When you go in.
They will never, ever, ever, ever beat the Johnsons, because we'll never give in. I don't care if it's the biggest gangster family in the world. I don't care if it's the Queen. I don't care if it's the army. I don't care who it is. If they come and hurt one of the Johnsons, we're coming back. You'll have to kill the lot of us. You will have to kill the lot of us, because we will come back.
Ricky and Jimmy's fight with the authorities began as children, when the two brothers were taken from their parents and put into care.
I was put in the children's home, and like, things happen in there, don't they, you know what I mean? And like 30 years later, people come and tell me that the people that were looking after me were paedophiles and child molesters, and that would I make statements, and people would make statements. Well, then people wrote files on us, and they wrote, you know, reports about what we were supposed to be like and that, and that's how we were judged thereafter. So the root of the evil really comes from them. It comes from them. I got reason to be angry, mate. Very good reason to be angry. What they did to us in them homes. Very good reason to be angry. Very, very. And then people writing reports on you, saying this and saying that about you, when they were, you know, just animals themselves. How would you feel? Really?
I had to watch other people get molested, other young boys, and sort of got, you know, or if you got ill, you got beat. You know, where I sort of went, I was taken to hospital, going for operations and what have you that I didn't really understand, but due to beatings that I had from the Proof School. And I hated every fucking bit of it. Every single bit of it. And I ain't got no sort of confidence in the government, nor the police force, nor the rich, nor anybody else.
The gentry, the lords, the ladies. This is a standard for them, it's a standard for us. But understand, you know, and what they all forget about is everything that they got through raping and pillage and all that, didn't they? Years ago. You know, every bit of it. Every bit of it was rape, pillage, and all that.
The Johnsons' outspoken contempt for authority was to incriminate them in one of Britain's most audacious heists.
A huge haul of antiques worth millions of pounds has been stolen in what could turn out to be one of Britain's biggest robberies.
Thieves targeted Wadston Manor near Aylesbury in Buckinghamshire, home of the opulent Rothschild collection.
The manor near Aylesbury contains an extensive art collection worth tens of millions of pounds.
In July 2003, 5 masked men rammed a 4x4 through the walls of the Rothschild Manor. Over 100 gold snuff boxes were stolen. They were worth millions of pounds.
Wadson's known for its wonderful gold boxes made out of gold, made out of mother of pearl, made out of precious stones, beautifully displayed here, and this is wretched.
The style of the robbery led Scotland Yard to suspect the involvement of one family, the Johnsons. Days later, 200 police raided the caravans and arrested everyone on site.
Well, I was in bed. I woke up with a gun to my head and my kids. Policemen screaming to my kids, don't move, don't move, don't move, with rifles, with masks still. Are screaming to me, don't move, don't move. And my kids were hysterical, broke down, crying their eyes out. And they're trying to tell me I'm not allowed to get out of bed to give my kids a cuddle. I was there blowing my brains out. You know, and I dramatised my kids that did. Do you think, oh, I don't want that shit for my kids? And that's why I don't give a fuck about his boxes. Fuck your boxes.
Listen, let me try and think, see if I've ever robbed a country manor. Well, bear with me, because it's been a long time, you know, I've done an awful lot of robbing. So just bear with me, the amount of robbing I've done, you know. I've never robbed Lord Sherborne, never robbed Lord Festy, never robbed Lord Dorchester. No, I've never robbed a country stately home in my life. Never.
You straight?
I would like to make this dead clear to the people out there, and to the police, and to the rich people like Lord Rothschild. If I feel the need where I've got to rob a country, manor, stately home, I will do so. I will rob it and hope that I don't get caught. But I will only rob your house if I feel the need, as I've got to feed my children, and nobody is helping me achieve that goal. I really feel I've got the fucking right to rob the lords out there. I feel I've got the right to rob the sirs, the lords and the ladies.
None of the Johnsons were ever charged with the Rothschild burglary, and Jimmy, who was in prison at the time of the theft, was furious that he and his family had been accused.
How can I come out and rob mansions in everybody's things while I'm in prison? What do they have, an helicopter or a flying saucer coming with me, eh?
On his release, Jimmy did an extraordinary deal with Lord Rothschild, offering to find the real culprits, return the boxes, and clear his family's name.
Right, yeah, and I'm telling everybody, all the things that you've been accusing us, I'm going to find out who did do them, and I don't care whether you call it grassing, I don't care what you fucking call it, we're not having the blame for you. And fuck the lot of yous, right, because if you want to fucking grass people up, we'll start fucking grassing people up. Little secret meetings going on behind doors, little secret meetings of people blaming us, using what's called the Johnson defence all the time. But it ain't happening no more, we're going to start doing our own fucking investigations, the Johnsons. And I'm telling the people that got him, get them back to him, because I'm going to come and find them. Get them back to him. What is wrong with the Gloucestershire fucking police? Can't they catch anybody? What is fucking wrong with you, you idiots?
While Jimmy sets off to redeem himself by recovering the missing snuff boxes, Ricky is seeking solace in the love of Christ.
I've committed my life to our Lord Jesus Christ. I've accepted him as my Lord and Saviour. Always gets brought in here for something. Becoming Catholic, done that, been there, seen that, know this, know that, seen that. I'm definitely having one of them. As a matter of fact, I'm having a few of them. You know, that's why I've probably come in here. And look what we have here. Now that's how I imagine all policemen should be. I mean, cheerful, jolly. I wouldn't complain if policemen were all like him. I'll probably find another image in this church of what they're really about. Oh, yeah, there they are. That's a typical policeman, that. Anti-terrier. That is my judge. That's my judge, my jury, my life, my saviour, my king of kings, my lords. I tend to take the view sometimes that's my dad. And his dad is my granddad. I mean, because he led me to believe that we're all sons of God, but he also said we're all brothers and sisters, and we're all fathers and mothers as well. So I tend to get a bit confused with that bit, you know what I mean? But to me, I definitely don't get confused there. You know.
A week later, a fire is started by a new arrival on site. Martin Bowen has known the Johnsons for years. His psychotic tendencies and bouts of depression often lead him to the family in times of trouble.
Shit in it, isn't it? Remember, you saved my life. How many times you saved my life? How many times have I tapped on my life is it a week, 10, 20? I'm still here, Rick. Hey, yo! Yeah! Yeah!
Well, listen, man, how did you get here?
Here we are.
Yeah.
I broke down.
Yeah, and who dropped you off here?
He dropped myself.
Yeah, but who else drove you here then?
No one.
Well, you didn't get a lift here from yourselves?
Oh yeah, I got brought back. The police got kicked the door off me, didn't I?
Yeah,
I played them up, didn't I?
What police brought you back?
Cheltenham police.
Yeah, which ones? Do you remember?
No.
How many times they brought you back here?
A few times. They're trash taking in there, pointing me, isn't they? They cast me as a killer. They asked me how many people I killed. I said 500.
So what time did they drop you off?
About 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. They come from the injured, they're drilling it. Remember?
Where'd they drop you off at?
The road, they wouldn't drop me outside the gate, they're too scared. Yeah? I broke down my head.
I want to know why the police brought you back after they sort of took you and arrested you. Why didn't they take you to the hospital?
So I'm not mental, am I? I play up. Things I'm clever in the head. I play with people.
But
I play with people's minds. I can be daft, I can be scruffy. The next day I could be posh. I can have a suit on.
Yeah, no, but Mark, they should have took you to the hospital. They should have took you to being assessed.
I seen a psychiatrist every time. Every time I seen a psychiatrist, and he said he's very intelligent.
Yeah, but they don't assess you for the fucking...
They did assess me. They had a top psychiatrist in there, in prison.
And what was his view
That cost 20 quid. That's 5 pence of money. Shit.
I mean, he's hyperactive, isn't he?
52.
Eh?
I'm 52 and I'm not.
Yeah, but you're hyperactive, man. I mean...
Can I get for my birthday, will I?
He's forever burning stuff. What? What do you keep burning it all for, though?
Keep warm.
Ricky offers Martin a place to stay on site.
Ah, fuck off, you got stones, you cunt. Fuck off, you little cunt.
There are 9 young children living in the trailers. One of them, Chad's 7-year-old son Dido, has just been in his first police chase. He was in a car with his uncle Steve, who didn't fancy pulling over for the local constabulary. Steve ditched the car in some woods when a police helicopter joined the pursuit. Chad is going with Steve to get the car back.
Yeah, but then you had my son with you and you bought a car in Cheltenham and drove home and got him into a police chase.
No, I didn't get into a police chase.
Yes, you did. That will never ever happen again.
I never took him into a police chase.
Steve, all you got to do, mate, because you don't do much, you know, you sat around quite a lot, really. Well, you're not out doing nothing. What you out doing?
Think so.
You know, what do you do for a living?
I'm a thief. That's what I am, a thief, right? There you go. Cut to the chase, I'm a thief, there you go.
That's down to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, alright, you're a thief, you know, that's something you things do. Me, I'm a chicken breeder myself and a bit of dog smell. You know, I'm an artist, and I do my own things. But it wouldn't, being a thief, you know what I mean? Wouldn't it be better, in the thief's point of view, to be able to drive down the road past a policeman?
Not every cunt's got a licence.
See, the only advice I can give to you, mate, as a friend, okay, is to go out and get yourself a full driving licence and pass your test.
It's like spell it out for you. I cannot be bothered, Chad, to go and do all that hassle just to get a licence when I can drive anyway. What's the point in that?
Alright.
Oh, I'm going to take a chance of getting chased with Dido in the car, wasn't I? Did he get stuck there? Then I cut the left and I cut the rights and buried it in the woods. Because I had Dido with me. If I'd have had Dido with me, I'd have just carried on going. See, I'd already lost him by then.
What's up with the door on it?
Me and Dido was in under a bit of metal sheeting, Chad. Me and Dido. We buried ourselves under like 5 sheets of metal and just led there. Watched it, fuck off. He's tearing off, mate. Please have a look at us, huh? Fucking he's a baddie driver. Yeah, he's a bad. He should have been a professional driver or something. Is it? Yeah, he did some fucking mental things.
I was about 16. It was a stolen Cavalier SRI. So I was coming down this lane and I was doing about 100 miles an hour. I was trying to get 120 out of it. And when we hit this bend, I lost control of the car. The car rolled over into a wall, but it rolled over a few times. And then, sometime or some way through that crash, I can remember being sat in the field on my ass, watch that car go down that lane doing somersaults, mate. rolling over. It's plain as day, sat here now. Do you know if you sat on the field now and a car come by, start crashing? Rolled over about 10 times. But the funny thing is about it is, when I come round, I was in the fucking car.
Was it like an out-of-body experience?
Well, I don't know what it was, mate. But I'll tell you, for the God's honest truth now, that I was sat in the field and watched that crash.
Get the fuck down, cunt!
How did I know that?
Fuck you, you cunt! Get the fuck down, cunt! Why you little fuck cunt? I need the trader. He earns the money in.
Yeah, but why did you bash it up?
I didn't like it there. I wanted something more modern there. Yeah, really.
He wants to torch it now. Well, I just can't let him sort of, start like fucking fires everywhere. What the fucker, isn't he? Can't believe he's done it. I'm completely shocked.
Even self-proclaimed social outcasts like the Johnsons find Martin a handful. His caravan is moved into a ditch, away from the main site.
Took the telly straight out. He's off his fucking head.
I am sailing! I am sailing! Stormy fucking waters! Stormy way! I am crying! I am crying!
For the moment, Ricky remains patient with Martin, but his brother Jimmy thinks Ricky's gone soft.
Look at him laughing.
I don't know what sort of Ricky's doing there, but if it was me, I'd just get over and kick him up the ass and fuck him up the road.
Right?
Do you know what I mean? Because he's like, he lives like an animal, he acts like an animal, speaks to people like an animal, walks around in a disgusting manner. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know why they're tolerating it, personally.
So, if I got put in a mental hospital, I'd kill the staff, I'd kill the doctors. I'd eat the balls, give them to you. Kill them.
I wouldn't tolerate it. I wouldn't, the way he walks around with his trousers right halfway down and the filth that comes out of his mouth and all that, I wouldn't tolerate it.
You're good.
But this is Martin, yeah. Man, if he's got, I don't know, he got that many spots and changes about him, it's unreal.
He come around my children like that and I'll break his jaw. You know, divvy or not.
Martin is not the only source of conflict on site. Ricky's pregnant daughter Bonnie has been fighting with her partner Steve.
How did you get that black light on?
Shouting.
Where did you get the black light on? How did you get the black light? Eh?
Off the goose. Rowing.
What, when was you rowing?
Over Brian.
So how come you got the black eye
Do you
then?
reckon them ones are safe?
Well, why did you get the black eye?
Oh, what do you think I've done that? Punched my head in.
Yeah, I did.
But you know what?
Well, what happened then?
Infuriated, Ricky decides to sort Steve and Bonnie out once and for
Have a look
all.
at the Finn. Have a look at him, Finn. That's Bonnie attacked him, ain't it, Bob? Didn't you attack Stephen? Yeah, you are. You know, and in all honesty, Finn, I mean, with my sentiments, and as committed as what I am, right? If a woman attacked me to that degree, I think I would break her nose. Now, that's just being a general man. I think I would bust her nose. I think I would nut her nose right in. I would think my foot posh. It was just naturally instinct for me. I've hit Julie once. I've never lived to, and I'm living to regret it all the time. But I hit her after she hit me, She fucking lashed out at me, I nutted her. That was it, I mean, but the minute it was done, and she was sort of falling on the floor, I felt a fucking total shame, you know what I mean? But Julie's got to understand that she can't be doing that sort of thing to me either, you know what I mean? I'm getting on in age now, and I expect me and you to have a bit of a row. You may jump on me, but I tell you what, I would definitely get one of your eyes out your socket. And then if you got the two of mine out, I would see to that my children got every little hair you had on your little bollocks. You know, I'm not swearing, not in church. I'm stating a fact, Bob. Do you understand that? The only one I fear is God. That's as simple. That's the only fear I've got in life. You both look really well, really, apart from him gouged right up. And you Bon, hanging in there. Apart from that, though, you've done brilliant. A temper is only there when it's sort of, you know, when, like, I reckon that Christ has turned around and said, turn your other cheek, you know, to anything that happens. Then you turn it again, then you turn it again. And I mean, after you turn it about 19 times, I reckon your temper goes. All right, and we'll give each other an hug then, and we'll leave. As soon as you've hugged each other, we'll go. A little hug each, and you haven't got to do a great big hug, just a little hug. Go on, Steve. Go on, Bob. A little hug. Nah, I'm fit to go. I'm fit to go, Finn. Finn, I'm fit to go, mate. I'm ready. I finished my dispute.
Not all the Johnson family share Ricky's sense of Christian charity. On site, Martin's erratic behaviour is becoming a major source of concern.
He needs being put in the mental hospital. But they won't even put him in the mental hospital. The man is mental. They won't come and help him. Will they, Mark?
Not done any damage?
Listen, Rick, right, you've tried helping him loads of times. The man needs to go into hospital. He's a fucking hermit. So, you know, you sort him out and he'll be living like that again in 2 days.
What do you want me to do then? Just desert him and leave him and let him die?
You can do what you want with him. I'm doing fuck all.
Well, I don't think you're going to watch him die, are you, Jack? I don't think you'd sit and watch him die, would you, really?
Well, why not, Jim? Why haven't you got the phone number?
Jimmy is still on the hunt for Lord Rothschild's snuff boxes,
Well, that's a lot. Good
and has
to meet
been
you,
tipped off that they are in the Costa del Crime.
Yeah, Jimmy speaking. Radio Europe, yeah, I believe you. Yeah, I'm all right. Yourself?
Speaking live on Spanish radio, he sends a threatening message to the men he believes have the missing loot.
Yeah, I've got some friends all over Spain.
I was going to say say hello to them.
Yes, I'd like to say hello to a few of them. And I'd like to say to a few of them, like, you know, I know where they are. I know who's got them, and they better go back. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Well, excellent. Well, if I was someone out there and I had those boxes around me, I'd be shipping now in my boots, to be honest with you.
Well, no, you know, there's a lot of people going to be laughing. You know, certain people, they say this and that. But listen, words are cheap. Words are cheap. Words are just hot air, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, I think the police can confirm about certain things with me. I promise, they better go back. They had best go back.
I was married, I was going for her.
Meanwhile, Ricky has taken on the responsibility of looking after Martin.
Away from her, she's to take time.
This is the point I'm really trying to get made. Right, he's been assessed in the police cells. He's had a mental assessment. Yet they class him sane and well, and then brought him off and dropped him off at the site. At 3 o'clock in the night, Mash. 5 times, mate. 4 or 5 times they've dropped him off in the middle of the night.
Ricky is taking Martin to his ex-wife's house, where she lives with their son, Zane.
Yes,
That's my wife.
Martin's ex-wife
That's
or
my
new
son,
wife,
Zane,
or wife
Zane,
today.
boy.
Yes, this is Tracy, Martin's wife.
Zane.
you want to see my weird stuffed animals in there, do you?
Yeah, this is Shane, his
Look,
son. This
where's
is,
all my stuff going out the window?
this is his son. Trace, I'll come over here today to find out if you can tell me a bit more, give me a bit of knowledge about Martin and sort of how to be dealing with him, because he's playing up terrible. He runs up and down, sort of does his own thing.
Martin, get out of the way!
How to be dealing with him. So he obviously he's so he's definitely changed then.
Yeah, definitely changed. That is what he was like. That was his build. That was how healthy he was. And that's me beside the side of him. At the car boot. See how big he is?
Yeah, he was always
How
big.
smart he is.
Yeah.
Look at his hair.
Hi, Zachary.
Look how smart he is.
Yeah, he was happy there, wasn't he? You could see all that happiness in him, mate. Yeah, you can see him happy there.
Hey, what's happening? What's that over there? That's the appeal. That's all my receipts from the auctions. All my receipts.
Yeah.
I bet there's 100 grand's worth.
Look at you. You're not taking your medication or nothing, are you?
I don't need it.
Yes, you do, Martin.
It's all my
When
stuff.
you're a diabetic, it doesn't get better, it only gets worse.
There's all my stuff in there. I've got,
Listen to me.
I must have thousands of pounds.
Please.
Yeah, it's all right, go on.
Diabetes doesn't go away.
You told me I don't need it.
Diabetes doesn't go away.
Do.
No, it doesn't.
You're clever. And I ain't clever, so I ain't gone away, have it? I'll pick it up another day, Trace. Trace, you can come out and sit and see me. Are you coming out and see me? Yeah? You gonna come out? You live with us, are you? Or what?
I can't live there more.
Well, I'll buy a bungalow then. Wherever you want. I'll get it copied. I'll give it back. Watch that end. I'll see you, mate. Bye. Hey, Zach, I'll see you. Hey.
Rick, I'll ring you tonight. That's all right.
Ricky and Martin head back to the site.
Take care.
Now the Johnsons must decide what to do with him next.
He's an husband of a woman. He's the son of a mother. He's the son of a father somewhere. And he's a brother of another fucking brother.
Hey, Chad, what the fuck is happening on your trip?
By the way, dog, 3.
And he's also a brother of a sister, mate. And he's someone's grandson.
Put the kettle back, Mocky.
And what is the biggest problem, what we can sort of really put down on him? He's a fucking nuisance and he pisses himself and runs around naked.
No! No!
They all get wound up, all get annoyed, and there's some of the things they can't but avoid or, you know, ignore. And they complain to me about it. You know, and I tend to be stronger than them, so I tend to say, all right, I'll sort it out and never get round to sorting it out because, you know, they think I can wave a magic wand and it'll be done. I mean, so, you know, with all that taken into account, now we've considered the fact that he could kill kids out on the road and he can kill someone's wife, kill someone's sister, mother or brother. Best thing for us to do, and we're not going to forgive him anymore, let's kill him. Alright, let's just go and chop the cunt, you know. Chop him good.
Yeah, we're going to America, we are.
But rather than abandon Martin, Ricky makes a final stab at bringing him back into the fold.
How are the sides?
Yeah, good.
Right, aren't they?
Done a good job.
Yeah, the little bit in the back.
Can it, love? Can it? I'll use your shopping. What do you think that looks like, lovey?
That's very good.
Jimmy has so far failed to recover Lord Rothschild's boxes and convince the police of his family's innocence.
Right. The situation is, I found the person that sold the boxes. right? The only problem I've got is I can't find the person who was sold to. That's the difficulty, right?
As Jimmy was in prison at the time of the theft, his brother Ricky was a prime suspect.
But he's talking to the head of the flying squad, ain't he? She's got in Scotland Yard.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying is you believe that members of my family stole them, right? Are complicit in the offence, yeah.
Jimmy is convinced his family is innocent, but Ricky is providing little reassurance.
Jimmy really believes that I got him and I ain't telling him, and he's missing out somewhere. That's the real case there. Jimmy believes that I got him more than that the police force believes I got him. There you go. Jimmy believes it more. And Jimmy's trying to say to me, you know. And I'm just sort of, I'm not saying I don't know to him. I'm just sort of going along and saying, well, I think what you want to think. You know, brotherly thing.
No, I wasn't trying to entrap
Ricky thinks Jimmy was released early from prison to put pressure on him to hand over the stolen boxes.
I was trying to help the police at that time.
Listen, you know when they went to prison to see Jimmy, I wish it had been filmed. Because Jimmy's serving 4 years jail sentence, right? And he don't like jail. His son's got a 6-year jail sentence and he don't like that. So special branch has gone in. You know, as they've started talking, it's a multi-billion-pound oist, Jimmy. And if there's any man who knows anything or sorts anything, we think it's you. Jimmy's little brain has gone like this. I could get parole here. And then Jimmy's got on the phone to me from the jail. I've had special branch in here. You know what you've gone and done? I said, what, Jim? You know, that Lord Rothschild's then having this, you'll get us all years. I'm the only one who's going to sort this out. Then I'm saying, are you? Oh, great, that's nice, that's handy. Don't fucking take the piss. You don't know how serious this is. There you go. Next thing you hear is Jim is out of jail, working for Lord Rothschild.
If you could help me with refraining from them hindrances, then hopefully we'll have a quick and successful ending to all this.
One thing is for sure, the confusion is driving Jimmy mad.
But they're saying that I'm being very clever in pulling my family out of it. And that's why they won't speak to me. That's the gathers. Right?
And that's what I'm saying, well, why aren't the boxes returned?
What? Rick, I have spent thousands of pounds bribing people doing this and doing that. I've done it. But I'm running out of fucking steam mush. I'm gonna have to. The only thing I'm gonna put somebody. I'm gonna put somebody in a boot tomorrow, and I'm gonna smash their fucking kneecaps in with an hammer. That's the only way I know how to do it.
Why aren't they giving it back?
Because they're pricks.
Well, they must be saying something.
I don't give a fuck. What I give a fuck about is Lord Rothschild, Lord and Lady fucking Chichester, Lord fucking Chumley, and people like that were saying that we've robbed them. And all these earls and brigadiers and big high-up people who run this country, saying, well, now we've had enough of these Johnsons, let's do something about them.
I remember it happening when I was 17 with my dad.
Well, what's that got to do with now?
It was the same as...
Listen, Rick, what's that got to do with now, today?
It was the same thing.
It wasn't the same thing. That's bollocks, Rick, you're a liar.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not.
We were just ordinary people then.
And my dad got nicked for fucking...
Your dad, because he stole them, that's fucking right.
He never stole them.
Oh, don't talk bollocks, Rick. I stole them with him. Hello.
You never, mate.
I'll go with Rick, isn't it? Right? I fucking stole them with him, so don't fucking tell me. We was under the table and we had fucking copper kettles under the table with a load of Tom when our dad was alive. He stole the same as everybody else. Let's be honest about it, for fuck's sake.
In fact, Ricky does have gold boxes, but not Lord Rothschild's. These are religious gifts, and he is using them to spread the word of Jesus to ungodly Burford, assisted by an unlikely apostle.
That's a promise box over there.
You don't look like BBC.
That's Mr. Johnson.
That was good news, a virgin. There's no greater gift to a loved one than to be able to give the promises of God. And I'd like to say this to the camera, right? All my life seems to be surrounded by boxes lately.
Yeah.
And I mean, Rothschild's boxes, they say gold boxes out of multi-millions pounds. And I'm down here to these promise boxes, which are of greater value to me. And on top of that, I'm on the box. a big, big, big chavvy, mate. You know, I mean a big chavvy, isn't he? I mean, and he knows what I'm about, and that's all what really matters. So what really matters to me, mate. And there is prayers in here, millions of them. I mean, he knows my one now. I mean, and it's all my prayer is help. You know, that's all I ever say really is help. Or on occasions I do say, is there any chance I can have the lottery? I desperately need it. But I mean, you don't see fit for me to be having it at this stage. You know, later on maybe. I mean, he may sort of take the view that I've done all what he really wants of me in life, and it's time for me now to sort of have the lottery and then move to Hawaii on a coconut island, you know, all little palm leaves being waved about, chasing the kids along a sandy beach, you know, teaching them how to use bow and arrows and spears instead of catapults. Maybe sort of going deep sea fishing, having a fight with a shark or something, you know, but winning obviously, not losing. And you know, probably catching a big, gigantic monster that no one else has ever seen before in the world. That's about it. You know, normal stuff like anybody else, I'd imagine.
You know, we've been through quite a lot. One day I'll express it all.
And do you regret any of it? Do you feel,
Yeah, I regret loads of stuff. Everybody has got regrets in their life, haven't they? Everybody has regrets. Loads of regrets.
Yeah, but make sure you curse the vulgar for the other thing, won't you?
But if your parents are ignorant to facts, right? They're ignorant to the facts, and they're ignorant to how children actually be brought up, and they're ignorant to a certain culture or whatever. You know, it's obviously it's going to come back on the kids, like, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's going to follow on through.
Same as Dido. Keeps asking me to send him to drama school. I can't send him to drama school. Can't afford it. Makes you look a cunt, doesn't it, to your own kids, man? What are you meant to do? I could get him into drama school, go and commit a few burglaries. I could get away with it, I believe, I reckon, and all. Do you want to go to drama school?
No.
You don't? No. What do you want to be?
I want to drive that.
You do? Oh, see, I don't know where to go with him, Finn. You know, I don't know I'm only meant to get him into rally driving and all, mate.
I could sit down and pray for a sort of a pair of wings or something as well, I suppose. But I mean, what use would they really be to me if I had a pair? Isn't it? Christ rewards me in many, many ways. I'm going to probably have a jam roly-poly pudding when I get home tonight with custard. Or Julia probably spoiled me with a little tickle behind the ear that arouses me. Sexually. So, you know, everything will look good. Everything will be good, won't it?